Hey guys, it's Alicia. How are you today? I am trying to remember which floss tube this is because I've been doing a whole bunch of Stitch With Me or check-ins daily almost because it's me. But today is April 8th, Wednesday. I still have not received my shipment from Almanique. It is on the way. It was in Richmond yesterday, so it should have arrived today. So I don't know if it's just going to get delivered at my house or if I'm going to get a phone call or what's going to happen there. But as soon as I get it, I will be able to complete a whole bunch of orders. I think I have 10 of them that are waiting for the stuff in that box. Other than that, let's see where we are at. I had a few orders come in, which, because I'm only shipping once a week, I would have shipped yesterday normally. But with knowing that Almanique was coming in this week, I decided I would ship tomorrow or Friday, depending on when it comes. If it comes in this afternoon, awesome, I'll probably be ready to ship tomorrow. If not, it'll be Friday morning, but my thought was hold off the shipment knowing that Almanique was coming in. Of course, I have stuff coming in from all over the place all the time. So I had a couple things come in the last couple days. I will show them to you. So the first thing I'm going to show you, but I'm not going to show you. I'm going to show you secretively. I'm going to go like this. Put them back in here. Can't see, can you? Working. There we go. Okay. So this package in here is the threads for the Floss Club. Yay! So the first shipment will head out with the packages tomorrow or Friday, whichever day I do my shipping. And they are 5 skeins of floss from Classic Colorworks. And they, I just started at the top of the list. So if you have a whole bunch of floss from Classic Colorworks, it probably isn't the plan for you. You aren't really saving a whole lot of money. You're saving a little bit because I'm doing it for $25 and that includes shipping. So you're saving a little bit, but at the end of it, I will have sent 1 skein of every floss to that address. So you will have the whole collection. I don't know how long that'll take us because I didn't sit down and count, but that's my plan with it, is 5 skeins of floss a month. So however long that takes us to go through. And the first shipment is in. And I actually ordered a whole bunch. So I have the first like 2 or 3 months here. So I will ship out the first month tomorrow. And then 1 a month after that. I also had other stuff. For an order, a lady needed cocoa bean. I don't know how well this will show up. I haven't landed on my lap. So, cocoa bean. One's already spoken for. But I brought in an extra. It's a nice brown. And I'll try a different, maybe I have some. Whoa. Let's go with this. Fairly neutral. It's kind of a gray. Everybody knows what that poly envelope color is. There we go. Nice brown. So that's cocoa bean. I have 1. And then lettuce leaf. Look at that. So I have 1 in stock. And then a 4-leaf clover. Right? And so this is crushed pine on the list, but there's a period because pine is abbreviated. It's actually crushed pineapple. So it's yellow. Don't think green when you read pine. It's yellow. So some patterns may call it crushed pineapple, some may call it crushed pine. There is no other crushed anything. So if it's crushed something, it's crushed pineapple, which is this one. So I have those 4 colors. I have 1 more of each in stock. I can get them all in. It takes, they shipped this out and then it got sent back to them because I couldn't get anybody to go to the Sumas address. So then they resent it to me. And they resent it to me on the 31st. And I got this today, so a week, 8 days. So about a week or 2, right? Things could slow down more than what they have. A week or 2 and I have Classic Colorworks. Obviously it didn't go that quick for this person. It went all the way to Sumas and then made a trip back. So that is here, and that 4 of those are spoken for, so those will go out. I had another order come in, and this is from the wonderful Tracy at Ink Circles. So someone ordered the Queen That Was. Isn't that awesome? Michelle Bendy might like that one. Skulls. And they ordered After the Roses. This was a Nashville release too. Nice little fob or pillow. And the color list has Classic Colorworks, right? Let me just double check. 4-leaf clover. Is that what this one is? Yep. So yeah, it has Classic Colorworks, but if you don't want to spend that kind of money, it has the DMC-ish, it says, DMC-ish list with it. So if you're like, yes, Alicia, I want that pattern, but I don't want to spend the money on Classic Colorworks, I want DMC, I can convert it with the designer's notes as to which one they would prefer. And there we go. I can get that all kitted up. And this one also had the DMC-ish list too. But it came with Classic Colorworks and a Clinique, which they have a conversion for the DMC. Why not? All depends on what kind of money you want to spend. But I mean, maybe you just want the pattern because you already have a case full of DMC, like me, right? Those were not mine though. They were my mom's. They were passed down. What else? This was another one. Those couldn't come alone. I had to check out what else Ink Circle had, because I haven't acquired a whole lot of ink circles. I have the one that I got from Carolyn from the Because It's Monday draw. I got the Canadian Reflections. It's the only ink circle I own, but this one's pretty cute, so if someone doesn't buy it, I might. This one's called Monkey Wrench. And I know it's not new, this is not a Nashville release, but I was just there looking. And I've been watching Etstitch MD. Well, not watching. Well, I did. I watched all of her floss tubes. And then I've been checking out her Instagram. And she has me loving Quakers right now. So I'm going to have to look in my whips and see if I have a Quaker. Or even anything that will work like a Quaker for me. Because I'm kind of feeling Quaker-esque. What else? One more for shop. I haven't even opened it yet. But you guys might like this. So what it is I heard from a bird that Lena Lawson was going to be retiring a couple designers. Anyway, she was going to be retiring a bunch of charts. So I said, okay, what do you have? And went through the list and picked a whole bunch. And I got 1 of 5 packages on the way. So I got 1 today. and the rest are on the way soon. Well, actually they were all shipped at the same time, but we all know how Canada Post is. Canadians know how Canada Post is. You know, you get the same shipment shipped out at the same day, but you still don't get it the same day. So one of these is spoken for. Oh, and I might have only brought one of that one in. I can bring in more later. Maybe. We'll see. It might have been one of the ones retiring. So this one's spoken for. Hummingbird Sprite. Is that not awesome? She's so cute. So that one's spoken for. But it's still got to get listed so that the person can get it. This one's not spoken for yet, and they're retiring. So as you see stores bring them in, they're going to not be able to get them anymore. This one's Hamster. Is that not cute? Who needs a Christmas stitch? For like Jolly July, I think they called it last year. So it's by Sylvia Zett. That's one of the designers being retired. So there's 2 copies of that. That will go up on the store list. And then this one's cute. Ladybug Sprite. I just might need to start that one in 2021 when I starting projects again. Because I'm being very good. We're in April. I still have not started anything new. I've been sticking to my no new starts 2020. And we're a quarter of the way through the year. Yay! So, the one is spoken for, but the other 2 will get listed on the site. And there's more on the way. There's like 4 more envelopes. And my guess is they're a little heavier than that because she had to break up the shipments. But I don't know. We'll see. I know I ordered quite a few. So, those are all on the way. And I think that's it for store stuff. Now let's get back to my stitching and your stitching. And how are you guys? I haven't even asked that yet. How are you guys doing? You can comment anytime on any video and I will respond as soon as I get a chance. And let me know how you guys are doing. If you could use a little pick-me-up, I could send you a cute picture of all my snow. I sent that to one viewer and she's like, oh my goodness. And she lives in another part of BC. And I used to live in that area and it was warm. Like they get like that much snow, right? All year. I know that's not true, but to me that's true. They get that much snow all year and I'm like, I have a pile like this in front of my barbecue and I'm not moving it with a shovel, so I'm not gonna barbecue yet. Even though it's like, you know, plus 3-4 degrees, I could go out and barbecue. I'm not moving that pile of snow. She's like, I can't believe you have that much. Yes, we do. We still got snow. That's why we're northern BC. What have I been up to? So I stitched a little bit with you guys the other day. And this is my little bag that I made, just trying out making bags. It's not my favorite, but it's doable. It is doable. So, I haven't moved much. It's still about the same. Not much stitching going on yet. I did get a little bit of stitching, but not on that. I will try though, because I'm gonna try and do like half an hour or 50 stitches on my prompts for Enchanted Stitching Challenge. I really like the group and the prompts and stuff. I just have a hard time with wanting to do the prompts and not being able to find the time to do it. But I've been taking a little bit of time almost every night. Last night I got a little bit of stitching during the day, but not last night. So I didn't get much done. I went to bed instead of hanging out on the couch and stitching. So I'm trying to get a little more stitching in, so I'm just trying to go with the lower tier. Sorry, my eye's itchy. Go with the lower tier of stitching and give myself that little bit of encouragement. The other stitching I've been doing, which will fall under, it doesn't fall under any of the prompts, or maybe there was one prompt I could use it for, but I was just using the stitch counting towards the frog and stitches. I can't look on my phone. I'm using my phone to record today. Hey guys, sorry about that. I had a phone call come in on my phone that I was filming on. So I was saying that I've been doing some stitching for frogs and stitches. I looked it up before I came back on. So I have this wonderful bag that I got from Bendy Stitchy, and I can't remember the lady's name that makes these bags. Oh, I cannot remember, but come on, everybody knows them. They have the bendy flip, and then this one is the 45 pocket. So yeah, I love it. And then I have my stitch corner gauge that is also a thread keep. So you can use it for inch, inch and a half, 2 inch, 2.5 inch, and 3 inch. And it has 6 holes for thread keep and a little bug. And those are my corner gauge and thread keep. And then the pattern can go back in that you guys can't see. And I have been working on my Lady and Unicorn. That's what I keep in that bag. And so there we go, that's a little better. I got all the blue finished, and I've been working on the white, and it's kind of sparkly, but I'm not going to try and get it to sparkle. It just won't work. This project is gridded, but honestly, I don't think I'll ever grid a project again. I gridded this whole thing, and I couldn't stitch on it for a couple weeks because the gridding took so long and just took my energy right out. So, and that was honestly a couple years ago, and I don't think I'll ever grid a project again. Buy pre-gridded fabric, maybe, but not grid one myself. But I mean, it's helpful for those who would like it. This is not the best hoop. I've been asked about this a couple times, so watch this. I just hold on the back here, right, the hoop part. Just got my fingers on there and watch. There it goes. Just a little bit of pressure and it comes right out. So honestly, it's a terrible hoop, but some people like them. I don't like them. Really. I just use it because I don't want to pull my other work off of my Omnique frame. And this one I more commonly will stitch here at the computer. My Omnique frame, this nice one, I take over to my Lowry stand and sit and stitch, and it's amazing. But there's times where I want to Zoom with people and I want to use the computer to Zoom, and yeah, it's just not as easy to do with the stand. And I put my stand here a couple times to do some stitch with me, and my husband's like, what's wrong with the desk? And I'm like, nothing, it's just sitting on the stand. So I think I'll stop moving my Omnique frame over here to do stitch with me. If I do a stitch with me, I will probably use my phone, and I will not have myself in the video and just have the phone really close up on my work, because it does a better job of zooming in on my work than the camera that I used the other day. But we'll see. So that's what I have for stitching this week that I've been doing. Or day, because I guess I just spoke to you guys yesterday. If you notice, this is not a live video. I've had quite a few people say that the video quality is not what it could be if I was filming first and then putting it on after. So I've decided, at least for now, I'm not going to do live videos because the service that I have for internet at my house is not the best at the best of times. So it just makes it easier to just film it and then put it up on YouTube after, and then it's easier for people to find maybe and stuff like that, because right now to see the daily ones, if you don't get a notification because you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, like, click the bell, then you know when I did one. It's like you go to my videos and then you have to go to uploads or live or something. These ones will be just easier to find. So I was going to show you some of my market haul, because I went to market so that I could get patterns and meeting designers and all that for all of you guys, but for me too, right? I love stitching. So these are ones that I had to get, couldn't leave market without them. There's a few more that I'm like, I really should have got one. I will get one. So one is not a market release. This one's been out for, oh, maybe it is. I don't know. I thought it was out for a little bit, but maybe it is market release and I just wasn't paying enough attention. It's called Bluebird Sampler by Heart and Hand, and I just love it. And my mom's favorite color was blue, and so it just made me think of her. And then they have the Redbird Sampler too. So if you're thinking, you know, that little bluebird needs a little redbird to go with it, right? I'm pretty sure there is some more, like maybe other colors and stuff. So if you're interested, I know I am, we'll look it up and I'll find out more info for us, right? Another one is the beautiful Pussy Willows by Petal Pusher. Isn't that cute? Such an awesome pattern. So that one I have for me, and I can bring more in. And then who doesn't love Bendy Stitchy, right? And I have Rolodette's Morning Sampler with that awesome willow tree. Sorry, let me just minimize my screen so we don't get white reflecting. That's a little better. Anyway, there's all the willow leaves. Like, how relaxing would that be to just sit there and stitch the leaves, right? Just repetitive pattern. Make sure you put your stitch marker where you gotta stop so that you know to stop there. But yeah, Michelle's lovely Rolodette's Morning Sampler. And then another one, I have the mug, and I love the mug, but some days I need more coffee in my mug. But I have Coffee First, then the worm, and I love how the worm is the M. Beautiful bird and roses, and are those berries? Oh, I kind of think they're berries, but they could be like lilac flowers, right? And then the butterflies by the wonderful Misty Purcell of Luminous Fiber Arts. And there's two more. So this one, I know it's super simple, but it is so sweet. How sweet is it to be loved by you, right? You could do that on Victorian roses, right? Victorian roses, and just do that. Any of the Fabric Flare prints. That would be fantastic. Yay! And then the last one I have to show is the one that was a big surprise by Heart and Hand, Smallest Things Sampler. Sometimes the smallest things take up the most room in your heart. And it's by Frances. And okay, sorry, it's not by Frances. I'm sorry. Frances would have been the little one's name and the date. So I'm guessing there's an alphabet in here so you can put the little one's name and the date. Yes, there is. And it also comes with the little wooden buttons. There's a flower and a heart and a house. And they just attach. Of course, if you don't have those, you can just stitch. But the pattern comes with them. So that is up on the website. And yeah, so those are what I brought home from market. I still have not got my pattern that I made for Be Well and Stitch up on the website yet, but I will. I just haven't had much website time. I've been looking into all of the funding available for companies and personal. That's actually what the phone call was, an interruption because someone was giving me all the info and they were compiling what might be useful for me to look at into an email and sending that to me, which is amazing of the business services here in BC or Quesnel area that are doing that. So that's fantastic. I did get to, in my staying up late and not stitching, but just taking some wind down time before I went to bed, I was like, oh, I haven't had a chance to watch Off the Grid Needle Arts Carolyn's show yet, or video. And I was like, oh, it's only 15 minutes. I'm just gonna watch it before I go to bed. And oh my gosh, she did a shout out to me, right? Yay! A little bit of like I said to Michelle when I met her, I'm trying not to be all fangirl, because I'm like, oh, I get to meet Michelle, and I haven't met Carolyn in person yet. I hope to. I really hope to. I'm registered for Stitch North. Let's hope Stitch North happens. Whether it gets postponed a little bit or not, I really hope it happens and I get to go and meet Carolyn and everybody else that's hoping to go. But yeah, she did a shout out for Bugs at Stitch, which is me. And yeah, I love her. She's so awesome. And I told her, as hard as it is to make her decision, like I really applaud her for making the decision that was right for what she needed to do. Am I there yet? No. I'm still shipping once a week and going and collecting all my stuff and shipping it out. But I'm in a little less populated area. I believe Carolyn's in Toronto, or at least really close to Toronto, which they have a lot of cases there. Here in BC, like I said to my husband, we don't have a lot of cases, and we've been watching, and we haven't seen a whole lot of cases increase in the last 4 or 5 days. But like I said to my husband, they're just not testing people. They're not testing people. They say right on the thing, even if I get sick and they say, you know, all your symptoms line up to COVID, they're not testing. They're testing the people that are working in the field, like nurses and doctors and stuff like that. If they get sick, they're testing them to see if it's COVID or not, so that they can pay attention to who they've been in contact with, right? So even though they're protected, they're wearing their masks, their gowns, the gloves, and all that stuff, they're only testing the people that are on the front line, maybe not even the grocery store clerks, but they're testing the people on the front line in the hospitals and doctors' offices, so that if there's a COVID case there, they can track those people. But they're not testing everybody. Even if they're like 99% sure that you have COVID, they're not testing. They're saying, we'll treat you as we can, and if you don't have to come in, don't come in, stay home. So, yeah, our numbers aren't increasing, but that can be very deceiving. We could have more cases, and they're just not testing, so we don't know. In my opinion, this is just my opinion. It's not anything to be, that's what's going on. That's just, in my opinion, that's what's happening. That's why our numbers are not moving, is because they're just not testing everybody that they feel may have it. So that being said, I'm not in a highly populated area that has a lot of activity right now. It's not that we don't have any, we just don't have a lot. The area that does have a bit more is about an hour and a half away, and I mean, it's not like big cities where they're connected in subdivisions and all that, so to speak. We have a good hour of bush driving before we reach the other cities, so it's not closely connected like Toronto area and Vancouver area or metro areas. So I'm a little bit distanced from it, so to speak, but I'm still taking precautions. I'm still only going in to ship once a week, and then I'm going to my mailbox every day, but I'm going to a rural location. My mailbox is, 20 mailboxes. That's all that's there. My son just decided that he needed to come out and see Mom. So with that, I am going to let you guys go, and I will edit this video and try not to do too much editing, and we'll hopefully see you guys tomorrow, right? Have a great day. Message me, comment, anything. I'm here, I promise. All right, bye.